The Fool's Journey, an Exercise by Melanie Channell. The Fool starts out on her journey as a newborn, an open book, a clean slate. She is full of potential and delights in new experiences and learning. She lives in the moment and is spontaneous because she has no life experiences to draw from. The Fool is oblivious to life's trials and tribulations and may not see the blunders she could easily make without outside help, but has enough faith in herself and life in general to carry her through her journey. The Fool sets out on her journey and encounters the Magician, who provides her with the logic and tools she needs to manipulate the world around her. Through taking decisive action and trial and error and creative imagination, she sees how powerful she is and that she is a master of her own destiny. The Fool now encounters the High Priestess, who introduces her to the deep recesses of her being, and with that, intuitive awareness. She sees that she can become still and be one with God. She also realizes she doesn't always need to be active to realize her dreams. Sometimes being still and going within can uncover hidden potential and awareness she may have missed otherwise. As the Fool grows, she is introduced to the Empress, the mother archetype who represents abundance, the Mother Earth, nurturing, healing, and physical love and affection. She also learns about beauty and material comforts. The next person the Fool encounters is the Emperor, the father archetype who represents structure, rules and regulations, and power and authority. She learns that certain behaviors are necessary to get by in society and that there are authority figures and systems put in place to enforce these guidelines. The Fool grows and ventures out of her home and encounters the Hierophant. She goes to school and begins her formal education. She learns to wear a public mask and conform to traditions of a group or community. She may also be introduced to an organized religion. The maturing Fool eventually encounters the Lovers. She discovers yin and yang and the urge to join with another sexually and form a committed, loving relationship. The Fool also starts questioning others' opinions and starts to determine her own values and make her own choices. In early adulthood, the Fool encounters the Chariot. She has mastered inner control of her thoughts and feelings, developed a healthy ego, as well as confidence and the assertiveness she needs to be successful in life. As new challenges develop, the Fool encounters strength. She learns in certain situations that patience and tolerance are needed to prevail, and not hard control in order to carry on. She also develops courage and the ability to keep going despite setbacks in life. The Fool starts to ask herself the meaning of life and encounters the Hermit. She spends time alone, meditates, and examines her inner guidance. She may seek a guide to give her advice to help her find direction. After the Fool has searched the inner recesses of her soul, she encounters the Wheel of Fortune. She starts to see how everything is connected and what you reap you will sow. She also sees that there may be events that may be predestined or twists of fate that can spark tremendous growth. She realizes there is a universal plan in action, and she's ready for movement again. The Fool must decide what her personal vision is and encounters justice. It is imperative that she weigh matters carefully in order to come to a favorable decision. She takes responsibility for past actions when required and realizes that ethics and issues of fairness are an essential part of our lives. There is a need for balance and harmony. The Fool moves on and encounters the Hanged Man. She finds that there are experiences in life that are so painful, the only recourse is to let go. She feels desperate at first, but after letting go and relinquishing control, she finds that things start to flow again, and she finds peace in her soul. Things have slowed down, seemingly in limbo, but in reality, she has found a new perspective. As the Fool outgrows old, tired approaches and outmoded beliefs, she encounters death. She comes to realize that some things in life must end in order to make way for new growth. Although it may seem at times these changes are excruciating, these experiences can actually be a gateway to extraordinary life changes. After everything the Fool has been through, she now has found balance as she encounters temperance. She has experienced the extremes of life and has come to know the need for moderation and self-restraint. She has learned that you can mix and meld diverse viewpoints to create a harmonious outcome. Even though the Fool has matured, she meets her shadow self and so encounters the devil. She has found that obsessions, addictions, materialism, doubts and fears, excessive passions, negative thinking, codependency, etc., can all hinder her growth and development. Any of these personal demons can lead to inner despair. The Fool learns that a catastrophic event can happen at any given moment and encounters a tower. She realizes that the sudden change could be a lesson and may be brought on by her shadow self. She realizes it's meant to help her understand that she needs this change to grow and develop further. This revelation frees her to move on to higher ground and greener pastures. After the storm has passed, the Fool encounters the star. She feels serene, full of hope and inspiration. She is free and unencumbered by negative beliefs and emotions. She trusts and has faith that all will be well and wants to share her joy generously with the world. The Fool wanders off into a fantasy world because she got lost in her blissful emotions and encounters the moon. She learns to deal with illusion, deception, and fear. The Fool also realizes that she is very imaginative, creative, and intuitively aware. After basking in the light of the moon, the Fool encounters the sun. The illusions, fears, and confusion disappear as she enters the sunlight. She feels enlightened, fulfilled, exuberant, radiant, and joyful. She is filled with vitality and knows she can accomplish anything. The Fool is ready to focus on making herself successful in life. The Fool has been reborn in truth and has encountered judgment. She sees that life is supposed to be joyful and filled with understanding and love, not fear. She can now make the decisions that are necessary for her future. She also discovers her calling in life and proceeds to follow her dreams. The Fool feels whole and complete and encounters the world. She has reached a new level of understanding. Success is at hand, and she has accomplished many great things on her journey. She will never stop growing and realizes this phase will end and she will start a new life cycle with fresh experiences. You can contact Melanie Channell at melanie_channel@yahoo.com or check out the website at www.heartworksnow.com.